What is up, Los Angeles, and welcome back to your Rams LAFB show. I'm your host, Ryan Anderson, and today we must talk about Matthew Stafford. Why? Well, he just put up one of his best games as a Ram. He put up 42 points on the San Francisco 49ers. Not only that, but he has moved into second place in the MVP betting odds. He's behind just one guy, Drake May of the New England Patriots, having himself a fantastic follow-up year to his rookie season. But we will compare those two guys, and we will talk about the stats that have made Matthew Stafford's year so incredible thus far. He's playing some of the best ball of his career. In fact, he's got the fourth best passing yards in the league. He leads the league with 25 touchdowns. The next best is Jared Goff. That's a familiar face. He's got 5 fewer than Matthew Stafford. That is a huge gap that he's given himself. His EPA per play is second best in his career, behind only 2019 when he played just 8 games for the Detroit Lions. He's got the best completion percentage in a Rams uniform, tied with the Super Bowl year. His 25 touchdowns are currently the 8th best mark of his whole career. He is on pace to hit 47 TDs, which would be 6 better than his previous best mark. What's truly impressive has been his touchdown to interception ratio. It is historically good. It is 12.5 touchdowns to 1 interception, or 25 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. There's only been 3 quarterbacks that have achieved that number or better. Rodgers tied that number in 2018 with 12.5. Nick Foles in the Super Bowl year for the Eagles did it with 13.5. And Tom Brady is the only one else better with a 14-1 touchdown to interception ratio. That was back in 2016. So those are some of the numbers that have really set Matthew Stafford apart this season. And if you look at the Rams offense, there's some reasons for that. One, he's developed a really nice connection with Davante Adams. It didn't seem to be there early on, and you have to remember that these two guys did not play any football in training camp with one another because of Matthew Stafford's back issue. So that took a few weeks to get going, but man, it is cooking. Another reason is Sean McVay has employed a lot more 13 personnel, which has given Stafford a plethora of options to throw to, and he's really spreading the ball around. Last year, we kind of got mired down into the all Cooper Kupp or the all Puka Nacua games. Since they made this since they put in more 13 personnel, that has not been the issue. He's been spreading the ball around to 9-10 different receivers and a lot of tight ends. Obviously, they have a lot of tight ends on the field. And Terrence Ferguson is quickly becoming one of Matthew Stafford's favorite targets downfield. So there's all sorts of things that are going well for Matthew Stafford in the offense, and it's looking good. So how do these two guys compare, Drake May and Matthew Stafford? Stafford's played 1 fewer game, but he's attempted more passes, 310 to 268, and has a lot more touchdowns, 25 to 19. And that touchdown to interception ratio comes in here as well. Drake May's is just 3.8 to 1 compared to, as I said, Stafford's 12.5 to 1. Drake May has a significant advantage in EPA per play. EPA per play is an advanced metric that measures success rate as well as takes into consideration explosive plays. So an interception takes away a lot of EPA per play, if that makes any sense. May has generated more EPA per play, 80.9, compared to Stafford's 52.6. And he has a higher EPA per play over Stafford, 0.209 to 0.151. So that suggests that Drake May has had a bigger impact on the winning. Now, a part of that has to do with his ability to run the ball, which Stafford, he'll attempt some of those runs occasionally, but May has a lot more juice in that area. He's got 2 TDs. He's got 283 yards on the ground. So that is something that MVP voters are going to take into consideration when weighing these two guys at the end of the season. Drake May has faced significantly more pressure this season, 47.1% to Stafford's 34%, and he's taken a lot more sacks. 35 sacks for Drake May and just 14 for Stafford. And Stafford has had issues when under pressure. His completion percentage drops significantly in those instances. And that's another reason why the 13 personnel helps. Added protection gives him more time. He's under less pressure. He's able to make those throws that he wants to make downfield to Ferguson and Davante Adams and Puka Nacua. Stafford excels in the red zone. He's got 20 TDs and no interceptions and a higher completion percentage than Drake May, showing a lot of veteran savvy there. And Stafford's getting the ball out faster, 2.28 seconds compared to Drake May's 2.52 seconds, which explains perhaps the sack difference. Now, we've got a lot of football to be played. There's a lot of stats to be thrown up there. Stafford has been incredibly consistent this year. And when you compare that to a younger player who may not have that kind of consistency, like Drake May, that may come into factor as the year continues to roll on, especially if he continues to see as much pressure as he is. Stafford is not showing any signs of slowing down, but he's about to face a Seattle Seahawks team who has one of the best pressure percentages in the league this year, fourth best, and they are top 10 in total pressures allowed, or total pressures on quarterbacks. And not only that, they don't blitz. Now, one of the things that really separates Stafford is his ability to carve up blitzes. The San Francisco 49ers upped their blitz percentage significantly. They are at the bottom of the league, blitzing at around 15%. In this game, Stafford was blitzed on over half of his dropbacks. That probably won't be the case against the Seattle Seahawks. The 49ers were having an incredibly hard time generating pressure, largely because they're missing several of their best pass rushers, including Nick Bosa. That's not the case for the Seattle Seahawks. Their pass rush has rarely looked as potent as this one does, and Mike McDonald does not blitz the quarterback. So we will see how Stafford handles pressure, increased pressure rate in just next weekend. And that will tell us a lot about where Stafford actually stands. So neither of these guys are on completely firm footing in the MVP ratings, but Stafford has made a heck of a case and is showing no signs of slowing down. So it's going to be really interesting to see who's able to come out on top. Thank you for checking this out. Please like and subscribe. Please tell your friends. As always, really appreciate all of you guys that tune in and week out. Continue to comment. Keep telling us what we're doing right, what you want to hear more of. If there's anything that we're doing wrong, please let us know. Go check us out, LAFBnetwork.com. All of our written content is over there. We're also on Twitter, LAFB Network there as well. And I am RL Anderson, LAFB on Twitter. Thanks for checking us out today. We will see you tomorrow with Nate Adkins, athletic beat writer for the Rams.
Hey, Ramley, thank you so much for hanging out with us and watching the Rams LAFB show. Quickly before you go, got to tell you about our friends over at Sleeper. It's the #1 sports app right now, and you've got to download it because it's got so many great features that I want to tell you about. Aside from season-long fantasy, which is the best in the business, they've also got live score trackers, in-game updates, plus the live chat where you can actually communicate with other users right on the app. But perhaps the best feature, at least that I like, is the daily fantasy feature or the live pick'em. Just pick 2 to 8 players across any sport, baseball, basketball, hockey, obviously football and our Rams. You're going to choose a player, just choose more or less. Matthew Stafford, more or less passing yards. Kyren Williams, more or less rushing yards, more or less touchdowns. 2 to 8, you can win real money. So when you go to make your first deposit, make sure you use our promo code RAMSLAFB, and Sleeper's going to give you a match bonus up to $100. So you deposit $100, they're going to give you $100 free. You're now sitting at $200. You put in $10, they're going to match you $10. You're now sitting at $20. But on top of that, right now, Sleeper is offering all new user signups a $20 free entry, no deposit required. Go sign up. You're automatically invested $20 straight from Sleeper. But you can stack that offer with that match bonus offer to add more money. Just make sure to use that promo code RAMSLAFB. Go check out Sleeper. Download it today. Tell them the guys at the Rams LAFB sent you. And as always, Ramley, thank you so much for making us a part of your day.